What's up everybody, it's Josh from the Underground Garage. I wanted to show you guys how to use Optimum No Rinse. I'm going to use it on my G8, my daily driver, and just to run through what my process is. I'm not saying this is the right way to use it, the best way to use it, anything like that. This is just how I do it. If you're not familiar with Optimum No Rinse, this is a car wash that will allow you to wash the car without having to rinse it off before or rinse it off after. Here in North Carolina, there's 7 or 8 months out of the year where it's so hot outside that it's very difficult to wash the car effectively. The soap dries, that sort of thing. I don't have a drain in the floor in the garage, so trying to do a conventional wash inside, you get all the water on the floor, it just makes a big mess. So I can wash the car inside with this and I don't make a big mess, which is awesome. What I'm gonna do with this is nothing new. It's stuff that's on YouTube elsewhere. I don't remember anybody in particular to give credit to, but I can't take credit for the process. This is not, I didn't invent this. I'm just gonna start with a clean bucket and 2 gallons of distilled water. The dilution for washing, they made it really, really simple. It's 1 capful for every gallon of water. And then I'm gonna use a sprayer to put it on. You can use a regular trigger sprayer. I'm going to use this aerosol or compressed air sprayer. You need 2 clean microfiber towels. And then I'm going to use a bottle of this Optimum No Rinse, but instead of diluted 256 to 1 like it is in this bucket and in the sprayer, this is only diluted 16 to 1. And I'm just going to use this to help me dry the car. It's a shot, hopefully it shows up just how dirty the car is, so you can see it's not immaculate or anything right now by any means. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my sprayer, I'm just going to spray it down. With the Optimum No Rinse. I usually will let that sit 10 or 15 seconds. By the time I've got the mitt and I'm ready, it's ready. So rinse the mitt out, and you just kind of want it to be dripping. You don't want it to be soaking wet, but not completely dry either. And then I make 1 pass down the panel, and what I'm trying to do is all the dirt, I'm going to push it straight down off the panel onto the ground. So right here was really dirty, so I passed through that with the mitt. So I'm gonna flip the mitt over for the next pass. And then I'll go ahead and rinse this off. Same thing, I don't want it to be dry, I don't want it to be dripping wet, just sort of wring out. Right here is not as dirty, so I would maybe make two passes with the mitt before I rinsed it. Take my first drying towel and I just lightly go over the panel. I'm not trying to get it completely dry. So this is my 16 to 1 ONR in here. My second drying towel, this one's totally clean. I just missed the panel and now I'm going to go over it and clean it off. Or dry it off. So here we are after the ONR wash. That's a pretty good shot right there. So you can see how dirty the door is. There's the door handle. Come down the door. Come back over here. See how good of a job it did. I was skeptical the first time I tried it. You would think it would scratch the shit out of the car. It really hasn't been my experience. I'm very surprised at how little damage it does to the finish on the car. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this here. So you can see how dirty this is. It's not awful, but you know, it's daily driver dirty. And so now I've done this fender with the Optimum No Rinse. So you can see we got dirt on the front bumper and the fender's clean. In terms of micro marring and damage to the paint, things like that, there is some when you use the Optimum product, but I don't think it's any worse than a typical bucket wash. Let's see if I get any of the swirls. You can see there's some light swirls in it. They may have been there before the Optimum No Rinse. So it's fine for a daily driver though. I think as long as you manage the expectations that you have of the Optimum No Rinse product, 90–95% of the people that use it, I think it'll be just fine.